There's a reason for the sunshine and sky. There's a reason why I'm feeling so high. There's a reason when the love light shines all around us. So let the feeling grab you deep inside, send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream. Let your love grow with the smallest of dreams. Let your love show when you know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing. Let your love bind you to all living things. Let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. There's a reason for the sunshine and nights. There's a reason for the candle lights. It could just be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space. Let you wonder, it's love and embrace. Then your thunder, it warms your face, doesn't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream. Let your love grow. Let your love show. Yeah, you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing. Let your love bind you to all living things. Let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. This is reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream. Let your love grow with the smallest of dreams. Let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing. Let your love bind you to all living things. Let your love shine, and you know what I mean. That's the reason. Let your love flow here on a Sunday morning.
Welcome. Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see. Can you guys hear me? So I got this ear infection, and I can't hear well out of this ear. My mic is on. I'm not going by what I hear. I'm going by what I see. It's green. Anyway, so I'm not sure. It feels like half of me, and true in a Pisces eclipse season, half of me feels like I'm underwater, and the other part of me feels here and clear. So anyway, it's nice to have you guys all here today, and welcome to you guys out there in the virtual world as well. Good to have you here. I think we've gotten this thing licked because we have a new internet provider in here, so hopefully it's running well. We don't have it. It's still a little fuzzy. Okay, you think it's the router. I kind of know what it is, but that's all right. But we don't talk about ghosts. Anyway, it's nice to have you guys here. Hopefully the internet people are hearing us. I hope so. It's good to have you guys here. A couple things. Let's go with announcements before anything else. Let's see. So we're at the Hilltop Spiritual Center, and you are welcome here. While Jeff is working that part out, I will let you know. We'll see what the first slide is. That's okay. It's it's just grateful to be in here because it's comfortable. Those of us who live in Temecula, it's brutal, brutal. I saw a coyote chasing a rabbit, and they were both walking. How hot is it? See, Plato says and Aristotle says we think in images, so you all have that image, right? You don't have words, you have an image in that. That's how we know things. So, okay, next week we have a very important, and I'm saying that, kind of after the joke, but it's a very important town hall meeting. It's going to happen right after service next week. It's one of the more important ones that we've had, and I encourage you to come and invite your friends, members of our community, near and far, to come to that meeting. So it's going to happen right after service. So that's going on. Let's see, ministry of prayer. If your heart has been touched in any way today, please do not leave without the benefit of prayer. Paul will have a prayer circle about 5 minutes after service in the Emerson room. You can fill out a prayer request. So the practitioners, we meet every Friday morning. We have I don't know how many spiritual centers have weekly practitioner meetings, but we do. We check in, we pray together, and any requests that come up, we pray for them as well. And what a beautiful slide, by the way, Andrea. That's a gorgeous one. So anyway, so that you can do that. You can also, so you can fill out prayer requests there. You can talk to Paul. You can talk to Andrea about prayer. They'll be happy to work with you. Just pray. Youth and family, if you know friends who have kids and they would like to come, we have youth and family going on in the back room there. Jim has something to say about Kinship Cafe, so I will let him explain that.
Good morning. I know sometimes people have some questions about what it is that we're doing, and to help with that, I've put together an interesting little booklet, I guess you could say, that basically covers a 14-day process that has a slight reading with some reflection questions and optional practice that steps through the key concepts of what we explore at Kinship Cafe. This is also available online or as a PDF, so if you'd like a copy of this, I can email it to you, or if you'd like the physical copy, I can do that as well, but they cost about $10 to print. So if you can help with the print costs, that would be awesome, but you don't have to if that doesn't work. Anyway, it's always open for anybody, no prior experience or background necessary. It's a lot of fun and love to see you there.
And we can get that by going to your website.
Yes, if you go to the kinship.cafe.
Right. Where the video comes from. Where the videos come from. The videos come from.
Yes, there's videos there too.
Yes, okay, good. Let's see, Open Mind Gift Shop, all kinds of fun stuff going on in there. Do check it out. And also, if you know anybody that is looking for a facility to host a quinceañera, a wedding, memorial, a birthday, or you name it, our building is here for you. So you've got that. And we all love butterflies. So, I am very excited, and I realized that Maggie has spoken here before, but I wasn't here when she spoke. So, but I want to
No.
You haven't spoken here before?
No.
That's what I thought.
Why not?
And that's what I thought. Well, somebody, and I'm not going to mention their name, said that they heard you speak here. So yeah. You've met her here before. You've met Maggie because Maggie is a student of mine in the School of Ministry, not exclusively, but I've had the privilege of being one of her instructors. But what's very cool is that Maggie is going to be doing a 10-week internship here. So you'll be seeing a lot of her. That's something that I have tried my entire career as a minister to get ministers to come up, ministerial students to come up here and do internships, and they haven't. But what I know is when I came here, I did an internship here, and the next thing I knew, I was senior minister. So I'm not saying anything, just saying. But anyway, you'll be seeing a lot of her, and I'm very excited that she's here. And what I am going to ceremoniously or unceremoniously do is I'm going to invite her to stand up. I'm going to invite her to step over here.
Thank you.
I'm going to hand her the mic, and I'm going to step down, and the service is yours, my dear.
Okay. I think we have one of your amazing practitioners here who is going to lead us in your opening.
So welcome everyone. It is so nice to see you here, to see everyone here, the people that haven't been here in a while. I'm glad you're here. The dog, that's great. Walter. Okay, so let us just simply relax in our seat. Let us just really feel the feels and breathe. Just rest at ease in this beautiful moment we have here together, just to really align with the good. And as we just breathe in and breathe out, we just know and just appreciate this gift of life, how beautiful it is. The gift of Sunday. Just allowing it to be and just really knowing that is just so precious. Exploring this moment. And to know that in truth that we can just really have this wonderful teaching to guide in this moment. And as we anchor now, just really be at ease in your seat and just allow this moment to unfold. Just to breathe and feel and know. And so what I know to be true is that there is one life that is that infinite presence that is divine, and it is always guiding and just moving us through a greater expression of who we are. And how much of a blessing it is to be here, just to know that we are guided by this beauty, this essence, just real, to be here and to experience the Word. And so how beautiful it is knowing that that expression is God. It is my life. It is our life. It is a resource for good. And truly, all is well. And so it is.
Here's one of my favorite songs about relying on each other, as we all do.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light you see, no, I won't be afraid, no, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Sing along if you know.
If the light that we look upon should crumble and fall, and the mountain should tumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh yeah, stand by me, stand by me.
All right, let's sing this chorus together. Express ourselves.
And darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh yeah, stand by me, stand by me. Well, stand by me, oh, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me.
Beautiful, everybody. All right, let's welcome for the first time Reverend Maggie.
I think we're supposed to say almost, Reverend Maggie. But thank you. I do feel like a minister, so that's good. And one of our traditions in Science of Mind is contemplation. We have times where we are expected to do contemplative reading and ponder big ideas. That's because we practice direct revelation. We know that each one of us is a center of the divine. And if we don't spend time thinking about things, we can't come to unique ideas. We can't allow the universe to live as us. So you have something you've started here, which I love, and that is a question. So I came with a question today. I hope you don't mind, Marty, starting to quiz you. Is that okay? It's a benevolent question. So my offering is for you to think about and answer this. How does your unique expression benefit wholeness? How does your unique expression benefit wholeness? All right, we've got an answer already.
So, hi, thank you for that. That's my unique experience. Well, I am one with the divine, and I am one with that one, so anything that I am is connected to the wholeness of all that is.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My expression is always try to be amicable about whatever situation I'm in. I seek to be peace and benevolence, and that's what I'm all about.
All right. First thing that comes to my mind is almost probably geographical, and just kind of being an international plant to this situation. I feel like just being here, by being myself, I add a different perspective from a different part of the world.
Yes.
I got it. I love the question because central to a lot of Taoist thought is that everything is connected, but not just in the sense that we're all separate things that are connected to each other, but everything is actually defined by the relationships, that nothing actually exists apart from relationship. And so everybody, every piece of the puzzle is making everything else, and I'm part of that.
I have what some consider a fault in that I'm super sensitive. I'm very compassionate, and I even cry at commercials. But the compassion that I have is expressed through the talent that I have of writing and of art. And anytime I do writing or art, I always try to bring all of us together and aware that we are one child of God, unified as one.
Yes. Yes. Behind you here, Paul.
I think the thing to me is, especially when I'm in a bad mood and I'm out on the street and around people, I smile at the people that are not smiling because it makes me so feel good when they smile back.
Amen. Thank you for that, sister. Anybody else?
On the note of smiling, when I went to Russia, I was told that a lot of people don't smile back because that's something they reserve for family. And so when you smile, you look foolish. But we smiled at everyone, and everyone smiled right back at us. So
Wonderful.
I'll go. I just feel like if I, as a man, live according to my values and just stay true to that, and know that I make mistakes, that I'm not perfect, that I can play a part in this unique wholeness and practice forgiveness and love and understanding, and see others as in their uniqueness as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? Those of you who are coming in online, I know that you are vigorously writing in your journal, contemplating this fabulous question. So to Joe's point, that it's a part of Taoist tradition and philosophy, the cool thing about that is that all wisdom traditions and all religions speak to wholeness somehow. So we're not unique in this understanding. It is, in fact, something that unifies us all. And now I'm going to be very modern and get out my phone where I have my notes. Don't worry, I'm not scrolling Facebook. I have notes. Because today we want to talk about who are we and what are we doing here? One of my favorite thinkers is Neil deGrasse Tyson. Ooh, love him. And he has something to say about what we are. And it's from his essay called Cosmic Perspective. And it goes like this. Want to know what we're made of? the cosmic perspective, offers a bigger answer than you might expect. The chemical elements of the universe are forged in the fires of high-mass stars that end their lives in stupendous explosions, enriching their host galaxies with the chemical arsenal of life as we know it. The result? The four most common chemically active elements in the universe, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen, are the four most common elements of life on Earth. We are not simply in the universe is in us. And he ends by saying this: yes, we are stardust. That made me thirsty. So how does that feel to know that we are in fact stardust? We are 1 in a billion. The coalition of exploding planets and stars and evolution and collisions and ancestral survival, that unique thing that had to happen to get each one of us here now, it truly feels like a miracle that happened. But guess what? You're not 1 in a billion, because there's actually 8 billion people on the planet, so that kind of means you're one of 8. So that doesn't really feel that unique, does it? But here's why I know that's a good thing. The uniqueness isn't in being special. The uniqueness is when you use those dead stars that you're all made of, right? All of you, dead stars, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. But when you fully come to life, when you uniquely express your desires and your answers to questions, that is how the wholeness becomes one, by each one of us expressing uniquely. I see that happening here at Hilltop. One thing that everyone agrees on, I know I'm really stepping over the line here, and I'm going to say everyone agrees. Atheists agree, scientists agree, all religions agree. Something is happening here. In this body, in your body, in my body, in this time, something is happening. And we all call it something different, but we can agree that it is happening. Ernest Holmes had a unique way of expressing this idea. He says, each one of us is an individualized expression of the divine. That's you. That's your unique expression. So we take this 1 in a billion that we all are, 1 in a billion, everybody's the same, and we express it divinely, uniquely, and authentically, and that's what makes the whole come to life. But you got to do your part. You are required. You, in fact, matter to the whole. When my kids were little, they're young adults now. I know, I'm only 32. That's so weird that I have adult children. No, I'm old. I'm older than that. But when they were little, I read them this book called Frederick by a children's book author named Leo Leone. And Frederick is a mouse, and he lives in his mouse community. And the mice who live under this tree have to spend the spring and the summer, collecting all the nuts, getting the grasses, taking them down to their place underneath the tree, and preparing for winter. That's what they have to do in order to survive winter, except for Frederick. He is sitting on a rock, staring off into the distance. He, in fact, is a daydreamer. Anybody have any daydreamers in their life? Maybe some of you are daydreamers. Anybody a daydreamer? Okay, I see you. So as I'm reading this book to my children, I'm realizing about Frederick and why this book is written, and I get a little frustrated at Frederick, but the mice don't get frustrated. They just continue doing their work and letting things be, and so I don't say anything. But this is a little insight into me as a parent and how I had to transform my belief, because let me tell you, I wanted Frederick to get off the rock and help to gather nuts. Frederick, winter is coming. You can't just sit on a rock. But I kept my mouth shut because I figured, Leo Leone must know more than I do because my kids are paying attention to him. Winter comes. And they had asked Frederick, why are you just sitting there? Why aren't you working? And you know what Frederick said? I am working. This is my work. I'm collecting the sun rays. I'm collecting the sense of spring. I'm collecting the feeling of the wind on my mouse fur, because we're going to need it at the end of winter. And they did. Those mice did, in fact, run out of nuts. The grasses got so bedded down from them all sleeping in there that it started to get really, really cold. But winter wasn't over. And so finally they looked at Frederick and they said, okay, Frederick, we need you. It's time. And so Frederick turned and he shared his unique expression, and he warmed the mice with his stories of the bright sunshine. And he kept their souls soothed by reminding them that the spring rains were coming once again. This, in fact, mattered so much to the mice that they survived winter. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Maybe they would have had enough nuts if Frederick had just participated, right? It doesn't work that way. They had gathered all of the nuts. So while we know we live in an abundant universe, it's a closed system. This is how the Fredericks come to life. They are needed. We can't just invent more nuts. The tree has given all it has had to offer. So Frederick's unique expression was allowed to come alive. Sometimes, when we really get this idea about unique expression, we take the thing we see as unique and we make it special. And we say, oh, I get it. We're all supposed to be Frederick. This happened to my kids also at the same time they were in elementary school. We participated in second grade in the radish growing contest at the county fair. So the second graders, they grow their radishes for 8 weeks, and then we got to go to the county fair as a class and present our radishes. And my son proudly carried his radish into the judging booth, and he presented it to the panel of judges, and no adults were allowed. And he came out with a blue ribbon. Rowan, you got a blue ribbon. He promptly chucked it in my bag, scoffed, and said, everybody got a blue ribbon. He got it. It's not special at all. Nobody's was so special that it was differentiated. So we take this idea of Frederick and we go, okay, well then everybody's uniqueness is equally important. Yes. But it's not the same. And my son knew that, and I know we all each know this deep inside. So I took this idea and I thought, so how do we make not special Fredericks? And I said to the school, what if we made a garden? What if these kids were allowed to grow a garden from scratch? And we let them use their desires to decide what they wanted to do, how they wanted to participate. And I know you know exactly what happened. You had the little engineers who were plotting the plots and figuring out where the rows go, and then you had the butterfly lovers who said, oh, we have to grow roses and we have to grow pollinators and what else should we grow? And then you had the kids who liked to get dirty and they were put in charge of the compost and they would just drag out the hoses and spray down everything. And because they each were allowed to express uniquely, the garden came to life. That is what's happening here at Hilltop. Hilltop only happens because each one is uniquely expressing their desires, their joy, and they are adding it to the wholeness to allow things to come to life. We are not simply in the universe. The universe is in us. Knowing we're not special, but we are unique, dignifies us into the wholeness. That's what Ernest Holmes is doing by teaching about individualized expression. He is calling us forth into as the oneness. Your body understands this. Your body, every cell in your body, every organ, your heart, your kidneys, your lungs, down to the atoms that make up these organs, they all know exactly what to do. And they work perfectly together, except when they don't. And what happens when they don't? We stop taking it for granted and we go, oh, my heart isn't beating at its regular rhythm, so something is happening. So let us not take for granted the unique wholeness when it is working. I had to learn that. I had to go back and look at Frederick and say, actually, Frederick was so important. I had to remind myself that that unique expression was needed as a part of this wholeness. I have one more way to help you think about this wholeness and how it all works together. You guys good with one more story? So, thank you. That was good participation. I like a participatory group. My first career was as a professional dancer. And when you want to work with the really high-level companies that are actually going to give you a paycheck for dancing with them, you have to audition. So you have to be the best of the best because you are going in a room with hundreds of other people. If you were a man, you probably had the job because at that time there weren't a lot of men dancing, but I'm not a man. So I had to prove myself the best. And then the minute I got into a company, I danced for 3 different dance companies, so that's 3 big auditions. The minute you get into this company, you have to blend in perfectly. You have to use all of that unique expression where you were trying to stand out in order to get this job, be the best. You have to use it to blend in. Because if you've ever been to a show of any kind, whether it's a musical concert or a play, any live theater, If somebody is not blending in perfectly, bam, it takes your attention away from the wholeness and that expression. And there's one more piece here. When you're dancing as a part of the group, you are giving the shining light to the soloist. The soloist, in fact, cannot shine without that group, that unified group. And the unified group does not shine without the soloist. And this is how I finally understood Frederick. Frederick needed all of the mice for his expression to be valid, to be needed, to be witnessed, to in fact be whole and complete. So how are you guys going to continue to practice your unique wholeness? How are you going to continue to provide that one thing the universe needs because you are in it? We are a garden. Somebody's growing radishes. Somebody's gathering sun rays. Somebody's probably up in the middle of the night making sure Hilltop is prepared for you. I'll finish with one of my favorite quotes by one of my favorite singers. Her name is Ani DeFranco, and she has a song in which she says, God's work isn't done by God. It is done by people. And I say to that, you are the people. So let's do God's work. What do you say? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Maggie. Let's give it up. All right, we'll do a song inspired by, I love that Stardust quote. And one of my heroes, which I know is Neil deGrasse Tyson's heroes too, is Carl Sagan. So I wrote this after watching a bunch of documentaries about the universe. And it's called Stardust. I haven't played it in about 3 years, but you inspired me. Stardust and forces of attraction, that's all we are. Particles of matter that don't matter in time. But of all the places in this space you could want to see, your particles of matter keep running into mine. Worlds collide and you're by my side. From galaxy to galaxy, you're next to me. We could ponder the meaning, 'cause that's what people do. But I don't need our meaning, I mean, as long as I'm with you. Stardust and forces of attraction, that's all there is. Chaos and randomness and probability. But of all the places in this space I could want to be, it's your particles of matter that matter to me. Worlds collide and you're by my side. From galaxy
galaxy. You're next to me. We could ponder the meaning, 'cause that's what people do. But I don't need a meaning, I mean, as long as I'm with you. Stardust and forces of attraction, that's all we are.
Thanks, Walter. Thank you.
Wow, what a beautiful talk. Soon to be Reverend Maggie. Awesome. Let's give her a hand. Awesome. Yeah, beautiful imagery about everything working together as a unique expression for the divine whole. As this, I see it as like a tapestry. Like everything's so beautiful and so aligned, and that brings us to our conscious giving, and we are all aligned together in our gifts and what we have to bring, our talents and our treasure, and so it is an amazing thing to really be able to give. I just love giving. There's a quality to it, and by giving today, you're in that spiritual essence of just sharing your unique expression. And so, if you're giving today, whatever that gift may be, feel free to place your hand on your heart with your gift there, just really feeling and resonating with the heart. Just know that this is an expression of our heart. It's where we just contribute to this beautiful community, to the loving presence of that come from our work in the world. And what a beautiful thing it is to really be here now with each other and sharing this wonderful gift. And so with that, I release and let God. And so it is.
People coming through, coming through, coming through. People like you and you and you. You didn't have to, but you do, but you do. You keep on coming through, coming through, coming through. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Thank you. The people coming through.
So I forgot to tell you that soon to be Reverend Maggie's last name is Rentala. I don't know why that's important, but you should know that. But anyway, well done today. Thank you for being. I'm excited to work with you over the next couple of weeks or months or whatever it is. Thank you guys so much. Always being so flexible and willing and working and spontaneous. It's always great to have you guys here. Jeff and Mike, thank you guys. Doing a great job back there, making us sound good. Mike and all the people in the kitchen, Kurt, Deanna, Ann, give them some love. There's some good things going on there. The greeters today were, we lost Susie. So, huh? And Walter, of course. And Walter, of course. And all of you guys for being here. Anybody that's supporting, like Maggie was saying, you know, there are people that are up at midnight making sure that things are working. And I know one of them is Andrea, because she'll wake me up. Anyway, and so all the things, everybody that's doing everything, thank you guys so much. And with that, I'll let you do the benediction.
Thank you. My favorite thing about studying oneness and wholeness is that it guards us individually and as communities against the misuse of power. So remember that anytime someone is trying to make you think you are special or different, you are unique and you are the same, and that's important. So as we settle into this culmination of our time together, wherever we are, sitting here in this room or coming through online, we are one. And that oneness permeates all that is. I call it life. Some call it God, spirit, the absolute. I have a mentor who calls it schnuckumdoodles. It, in fact, doesn't matter. It only matters that we are it. I am the one unique expression, and I know each of you, each one here, each one listening within the sound of my voice is the unique individualized expression, and today that expression is bold. And this week, that expression takes action to make the world work for everyone. And that includes eternity to the end of the time I can think of and back around again. We are the thing that is. And I know each one comes to life fully to be the whole and the complete. And it is just with immense gratitude knowing that Hilltop Center is a place of oneness, knowing that we are the thing that is. We are life. With gratitude for that life, I just let it go because there's nothing to be done. There is only to be. Relaxing into that release, we can say together, and so it is.
Thank you. So I'm going to play this song that is basically humility. Oh yes, thanks, Maggie. Soon to be Reverend Maggie. This song is about humility toward the feminine wisdom, and I think a lot of healing, all the roads that I'm reading about, seems like that's a very necessary thing to happen. So this is a contemporary, retro, original take on humility toward the feminine wisdom, and especially for Clay right now.
You can tell by her walk now, she don't play games. She don't take no numbers, she's just taking names. Well, you best be careful if you try your luck, because she'll blow your mind, but she'll lose your brains. She don't need no lover to paint no electric bill on. Don't worry about her business, she's gonna seal that deal. If you're too scared to approach her, I know how you feel. If you're too scared to approach her, then I guess I will. She's got that old-time swagger with that new school touch. It's not if you love her, it's just how much. She don't want no bad boy or boy toy either. Just some respect for a boss senorita. What's up, Walter? Hola. Don't give her no line, man, she's heard it all before. Show us something true, or she'll show you the door. You gotta treat her like a person, not another score. She'll leave your pride in pieces and your jaw on the floor. She's got that old-time swagger with that new school touch. It's not if you love her, it's just how much. She don't want no bad boy or boy toy either. Just some respect for a boss senorita. Ah, la 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 la. If you wanted how I did, well, I guess you say I failed. But I thank my lucky stars I'll live to tell the tale. Because I lived and I learned, you got to swallow your pride. Because every woman has got that boss inside. She's got that old-time swagger with that new school touch. It's not if you love her, it's just how much. She don't want no bad boy or boy toy either. Just some respect for a boss senorita. Ay, 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 ay. Well, you best be careful if you try your luck, because she'll blow your mind, and she don't give up. Hey, don't you forget it. Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks, Clay. Thanks, Tim Jones.